last week on Game Gods.
I told you I could have Interpat's video message to Rad Katz.
I guess I owe you 10 Bitcoin, you lucky schmuck.
I calculate the odds of them succeeding in their mission are 999 to 1.
I like those odds. Come on, you dirty little dick lickers. Give us your best shot. Proceed with your stupid little plan and get fucked.
DL equals dirty little dick lickers. Lol.
Desperate for their plan to work, Thane and Sky worked preparations for the final battle, while Pat was finding a way to remotely upload their final game review to YouTube, while stranded in the Canadian wilderness. Pat would end up breaking into an abandoned summer camp in an effort to secure his final staging ground. They believed their physical separateness was one of their strengths, that Computron and Garfunkel would have to divide their efforts and not just overwhelm either the two camps in their final battle to fulfill their 7-day revenge curse. They theorized that Computron would attack Pat as it was attacking the Canadian power grid last year, and that Garfunkel would attack Thane and Sky since they destroyed him in a game of DJ Hero. Revenge would be too sweet for them to switch sides and send Garfunkel after Pat and Computron after Thane and Sky for their final showdown. Wait a minute. Thane and Sky destroyed Computron the first time. Well, actually, it destroyed itself after it overheated by playing too many shitty games. Then Computron came back and... oh well, does anyone care at this point? Once Garfunkel and Computron would enter the real world, it would be a battle to the death. I also noticed that I've just said final 5 times already. Wait, when I said final 5 times, I said final a 6th time. 7 actually, if you count that last final when I said final just there. 8. All right. Final. There, that's 13.
Seriously, it's Balan Wonder World, not Balan Wonderland, which flows off the tongue so much better, but that's the smallest of the problems this game has. Balan Wonderland... oh, damn it, did it again. Balan Wonder World is...
Hey guys, I'm here at an undisclosed secret location. Beautiful skies, golden sunshine, the feeling of impending doom. Now let's get her undressed and let's do this thing. Of course, we're talking about Balan Wonderland, Wonder World, champ. That's short for champion. But this game is no champion. It sucks, and not in a good way. It wasn't just disappointing, it was devastating. I was looking forward to a good game. I wanted Japan to return to the pinnacle of gaming. I wanted some good old platforming action, and I wanted massive quantities of it. And a hot cup of coffee, sweetheart. But Yuji Naka can lick my balls. You left Square Enix in shambles, Mr. Naka. Shambles. Now he's retiring. Maybe he might do another Kickstarter and disappoint us all again. Maybe I should get this thing on my neck removed. Maybe I should get this other thing on my foot looked at by a doctor. The thing is, maybe isn't no. I tell ya, it's a good thing Square Enix's existing IPs will help them weather the storm. Not like Sega, except for the Yakuza series. But with this little tidbit, you'll be bolting for the fire exits. When we first played the demo back in 2020, you remember how god-awful the camera and the controls were? Well, it's not much better anymore. Like this business with Garfunkel and Computron. We need to sit them down at Bob's Big Boy and serve them a hefty stack of pancakes and waffles with real Canadian maple syrup. then stab those fuckers in the neck and cut their dicks off. And let's not talk about that stupid anti-seizure patch. I was fine with the seizure-inducing final boss battle, but I had to put up with the dumbed-down PG non-seizure version just to get a camera that wouldn't glitch out all over the place. It's a disgrace! Even more disgraceful is the fact that there were obvious review bombs where bots were giving the game perfect 10 out of 10 scores. Hey, idiots at Square Enix! If you want to make it seem like people actually liked your game, you want your bots to give it an 8 out of 10 score. No online reviewer's gonna give a game a 10 out of 10 score. I guess you were hoping for your 10 out of 10s to offset all the 0 out of 10s enough to end up at a semi-respectable 6 out of 10. Well, it didn't work and we found out you're nothing but a lousy cheat and a liar. Shame on you, Square Enix. From the lackluster open world of Final Fantasy XV, to the mediocre remake of Secret of Mana, to not including the full game in Final Fantasy VII Remake, but rather just part of the complete story. You have come to epitomize the descent of the JRPG into a mere shadow of its influential former self. At least you're not as bad as Konami. That's it, guys. You know what you gotta do. I'll see you on the other side.
Pat progressed through the abandoned campground until he found what he thought was a safe spot where he could get a cell phone signal. His plan was to turn his awkward Canadian cell phone with its bilingual buttons and French-speaking telephone operator into what his American buddies call a mobile hotspot. Only problem was, someone was watching him.
Okay, this is the Carrick Tracked Trail System. And my SUV is parked out here. The reason why I'm doing this is so that you don't know where I'm coming from. You see, when trespassing on private property, I looked at the laws. You can't get arrested. The worst they can do is charge you a $65 fine if you're not doing anything dumb like consuming illegal drugs or alcohol in public or defacing property or attempting to steal something. So I've conveniently parked my SUV about half a kilometer away from where we're going, and I read online through Reddit, thankfully, that one of the things that you should do is carry a dog leash with you, because if anybody asks, you just say that your dog ran away, you're looking for your dog, and that's why you've wandered onto private property. Another thing that I should mention is when you trespass somewhere, don't do it between the hours of 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. That's considered unlawful trespassing to an even greater degree, because you're probably there to cause mischief. Otherwise, why wouldn't you visit there during the day? Most theft and things of that nature happen at night. So I wanted to get a tour of this area. I actually emailed the website that said, if you have any inquiries, please email us. And I said I would be interested in taking a look at the camp. Of course, they never got back to me, which is why I'm trespassing. And on the way to the camp, I noticed... That's funny. And on the way to the camp, I noticed that... I think that's somebody I know. Anyways, on the way to the camp, I noticed that there was a sign that says, coming soon, something. So maybe they didn't get back to me because it's already been sold. Here's the gate, locked. But I guess if I am trespassing, then it's better to have my car parked far away so I can hide and not point to my vehicle. Injury number 1, scrape my arm. Let's hope it doesn't get any worse than that. So this is the long drive up to the camp. This looks like where they drop the kids off. No buses beyond this point. I'm gonna go right first. The trail kind of goes left. I'm gonna go right. Looks like there's already some evidence that people are over here. A couple of bikes and a cooler. Must be some recent activity. Old cabin here. Looks like some freshly cut grass. Is it a trail? Public washrooms. Everything seems in disarray. It looks like it could have been a tent or something at one point. No trespassing signs everywhere. More mowed grass. I wonder what those things are. Little platforms. All the sheds are boarded shut. Little teepee shed to host firewood. View of the main camp from afar. 3 buildings and 2 sheds.
And welcome to the first annual award. With your host,
I got a motherfucking spaceship. Oh, fuck. Cool, I got it.
Game Gods TV and Rad Katz have been collaborating on YouTube since the summer of 2017.
We produced dozens of game reviews, comedy sketches, and music videos together, but we've never actually met.
We want to fly Pat Andrew, the resident game god, out to Loki, Utah to have him meet us in person and have him stay with us for 1 week.
The $500 is strictly to cover a flight from Toronto, Ontario to Salt Lake City, Utah. When we are finally united, we will spend an entire week together, collaborating and filming as many comedy sketches, music videos, and game reviews as we can.
We will also try as many YouTube challenges as humanly possible without injuring ourselves too bad.
What up, Rad Katz? What up, my bros from Idaho?
Bros in Idaho. Bros in Idaho. Bros in Idaho. Here we go. Thanks again to our bros from Idaho. Here we go. Here we go. Ah! Keep it rad. Here we go.
say?
Links in the description.
Check it out.
Come on, donate.
We love you.
We love all of you.